Hello and welcome back to another video today here again on Forza Horizon 5 to take a look at a second of the not real Hot Wheels from the most recent Hot Wheels expansion, which is of course this, Bad to the Blade. So when I say not real, it's mostly true. There is actually a full-size replica of this, similarly to the Diora 2 really. It has a 4-cylinder motorbike engine producing 650 horsepower and 434 newton-meters of torque, so it isn't all that powerful, but it does only weigh 725 kilos, which is just stupid really. That means that from stock it's S2 class 998 PI already, so if we do any upgrades it will immediately be an X class and therefore entirely useless to anybody. Now, I have already driven this, of course, on the stream. It's actually the first car you drive when you launch the expansion in the Expedition, and it's quite ridiculous. It has endless downforces and much grips, and is pretty much impossible to crash, even whilst going way faster than should be physically possible. This thing should really be an X-Class stock, because I think it's actually ridiculously fast in S2 with no changes, on the mainland at least anyway. The top speed is a little too low for Hot Wheels, which is ironic given it's a Hot Wheels, but anyway, I am starting here on the Hot Wheels land, as we did with the Diora 2. However, I think maybe we should travel over to the mainland and try some Horizon Open, even though I'm terrible at it, particularly in S2, just to see quite how fast this thing really is. As ever, when I go back to testing some of the real cars from the expansion, I'll be testing them entirely over on the mainland. So, before I go and attempt some racing, I think a lick of paint is in order. So, we do have advanced painting options. Now, if we start with just the manufacturer colours, though, there's all the usual Spectra Flames. However, I think what I want to do is put on plain Spectra Flame. I can't say that for some reason. And then put this second layer, actually just to show you, so that's layer 2, this sort of fronty bit, and layer 3 is, well, this bit. So you could make it very, very multicoloured if you wanted to, but I think for me I'm going to keep group 2 and 3 the same. Now, I did figure that last time that more than one Spectra Flame colour doesn't really work, so I think I'll keep the top bit purple and make the underside of the car red, which I think looks rather good. So I went straight over to the mainland and jumped straight into some races without any practicing or preparation or driving the car beforehand or anything, and, well, the first race was a sprint that was a little too top speed biased for this car, but I did still finish in 3rd, with another Bad to the Blade in 4th. And the second race was again a sprint, and I hit some stairs, which kind of ruined that slightly. It basically turned in sharper than I was expecting, and I hit something on the inside, meaning I again finished in 3rd in that second race, with again the other Bad to the Blade in 4th just behind me. And the final race wasn't a sprint, it was in fact the Chihuahua circuit, which was perfect for this really, given how much downforce and grip it had, where I had an epic battle with a Brabham for the race win, with the Brabham just taking it, although I did get fastest lap. But that was amazing fun, actually. I wasn't expecting S2 class racing to be that good, but that was absolutely brilliant. And he raced cleanly and fairly. There was a bit of bumping, but I don't think either of us were racing unfairly there. So, yeah, I got 2 third places and a 2nd place, putting me 2nd overall. So, given I'm terrible at S2 class, and that was my first set of online races in this car, I would say, yes, it is pretty overpowered and, well, is ridiculously fast. Being eaten only by the Brabham, which is also too fast, really. So, yeah, basically all of the races were full of cars that were very, very fast. But yeah, the Bad to the Blade did pretty good, and as I said, going into that without any kind of practice and without having done any S2 Open, really, since the class system came into online racing, I think that does pretty much prove how ridiculously fast this car is. So just in case you are entirely mad and you think this car is too slow from standard, let's take a quick look at the upgrades. As for engine swaps, there is only one, a racing V12. There's your usual all-wheel drive conversion, and other than that, there's not really a lot that's worth doing. You can make your tyres worse, because it's already on slicks. You can make your wheels bigger if you really want to. You can put in another racing gearbox with more gears. You can make the diff not a racing one, because it's already got a racing one. You can make the brakes race brakes, which I was kind of surprised weren't already fitted. You can make the suspension worse for off-roading or drifting if you're doing that with this car for some reason. And there's very few racing upgrades. But as you can see, everything you put on this, other than tyres making it worse, puts it straight into X-Class, meaning it's pretty useless at that point. So there we go, that is going to do it for a first look at the bad to the blade, as I'm not going to put upgrades on because that would be ridiculous. So from standard it's ridiculously fast, more so on the mainland, but for online racing on the mainland, particularly handling circuits, this thing is absolutely, well, unbeatable pretty much, although it did get beaten by that Brabham, but that's also pretty unbeatable. So yeah, it is extremely, extremely fast for handling circuits on the mainland. Not quite high enough top speed for some of the sprints or the Hot Wheels map without maybe some modifications. You could potentially put worse tyres on it and increase the power to maybe make it even better in S2 if that's possible, but it is insanely, insanely fast from standard and has minimal upgrades, but every one of them puts you into X-Class, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend upgrading this thing. You'll probably ruin how it drives, but it is insanely fast, probably too fast. But anyway, there we go. That is going to do it for a first look at the bad to the blade, the second of the extremely mad Hot Wheels we've taken a look at, the Diora 2 previously. So do let me know which one you'd like me to take a look at next of the crazy, crazy Hot Wheels. Out of the real cars, I've taken a look at the Brabham so far, so again, if there's any of those in particular you'd like me to take a look at as the next real car, do also let me know, because I would love to take a look at some more of these new vehicles. But for now, for a first look at the bad to the blade, that is going to be all. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with the next video very soon.